Yo, welcome back fellas, how we doing? To the Danger Room, aka GTR Nationals. Polite jump, kicking it out of P1, road rash, number 2. John, 27 out of 3. Evil 1 out of 4, another GTR. So just a couple of GTRs up the front there, oil in my blood. Yes, a GTR, you guessed it. Corey Hack, rolling the dice, going the Supra. Don't think that's the right decision. Louisville Lotus, Longeville Lotus, dunno. Sup baby in the Aston. Black Armour, another GTR. Rounding out the top 10, we've got 6-7 Red Racing. We saw him off the start line just a second ago. Special guest Selfie, 27 out of 11. Myself out of 13. That's a long way back there. GTR though, in the Australian livery. And Team Devils bringing up the rear. Let's get this bad boy underway. And so that's a pretty crazy start from me. You see 2-3 blokes off the left there. That's Elfie. Elfie gets saved by whoever that is, murdering, well, possibly murdering him. We've got Black 34, or Black Armour 34, running the 35, probably in the wrong car. And here we are, after T1, 13 to P6. And it's not over yet. Mazzocchi, can we hang it around the outside? No. Give him a little bit of space here. He does run wide, bumps us off, but Longeville Lewis, we're going to try and not necessarily squeeze him on the outside, but we do. And there it is, position 5. That right-hander, extremely difficult to get past. Makozzi, how much more spaces can we make? Positions, spaces, English, yes. So lap 1, run and done, on board with 6-7. This is the clip we saw at the start. Sup baby. Who's that? John. Squirts it into the wall off the line. Evil 1. Oil in my blood. What's going to happen here? They get well squeezed. 6-7 red. Up into oil in my blood. Oil in my blood. Bumps into the green Lambo. And whoever it was behind him is in the grass as well. So 6-7 red, the winner up into 3. Does Makozzi bump 6-7 here? Yes, but maybe that was afterwards. So yeah, not sure. Apportion blame to whoever you like there. As we jump back on board with the leaders. Polite jump on the mediums at the end of lap 2. Road rash. Is he going to make a move at the end of the straight here? That GTR, ultimate top speed machine, looks to the inside. No, he doesn't. Tucks in behind, and he'll probably leave that till next lap. 6 red still in 3. Makozzi 4. INXILE GTR in 5. We run down the list on the left hand side there. That looks like Elfie in 6, is it? So Longeville, the big loser there. Jump on board for a quick second with Elfie. All in no man's land, floating there by himself. Corey Hack, the man behind. As he comes towards the end of lap 3, what's happening up the front there? Looks like I go a little bit deep. Who are we looking at here? Team Devils, 18 to 14. Not a bad opening 3 laps. And look at that pack. That pack is super bunched up. Extremely bunched up. Back with 6-7 red up the front. They're about half a lap ahead already. And don't know what happened there. 6-7 red gets a little bad drive out of the Makozzi. Goes. We try and go with Makozzi. And that's 6-7 red with a little bit of light flashing there. Not happy with one of those overtakes. Either Mazzocchi or myself. Let's have a quick look at this in slow-mo. So Makozzi gets past nice and clean, and we come past and just run up on that curb and smash red into the wall there. So apologies to red. Back on board with the leaders as they move into lap 5. The lap's flying past here, 53 seconds a lap. So they're flying past. It's almost Speedway spec, not quite, maybe Speedway Junior spec. As Polite Jump has it under control for the moment. Road Rash tucked up nice behind. McCosy trying to make inroads into Road Rash, and we're trying to make that jump with him. 6-7 Red still just in the background there a little bit. Elfie moving a bit closer to him by the looks of it. Yes, he is. Elfie's opened himself a nice gap there. As we move into lap 6, Road Rash up the inside. Got the move done before the corner, and the GTR has no problems getting on the power and starting to pull away. That gap opening up already. Look at that, one straight later. Rash got himself a nice little gap. McCosy, myself just sitting on the back there, runs a bit wide. 6-7 Red, not a bad line. Elfie, still plenty of room. So the top 6 cars have broken the field at this stage. Yeah, not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all. So you got to be in the top 6 if you want to win this one by the looks of it. Not a whole lot happening. We move to lap 10, the beginning of lap 10. So Road Rash looks like he's cleared out. McCosy starting to hassle Polite Jump, and we're still on the rear bar of McCosy. Ever closer now though. I think the boys in front's tyres are going. If I remember this race correctly, we're going to try the overcut. We haven't used any tyres sitting behind this crew. There is Road Rash off in the distance. Looks like he's got himself about a 4-second lead. Yes, I can see in time. It's a unique skill, as Polite Jump is going to peel off. Yes, he does. McCosy in exile staying out. So Polite Jump mediums to... Still says mediums. Are we going to get to see what he moves to? No, we're not. So while we're looking at the tyre there, it looks like I've made a move down into turn 1. If I remember correctly, McCosy actually steps out. There wasn't any contact there. Definitely looked like it there though. Can we break this Mercedes? So for those unfamiliar, anyone with Mazzocchi in their name will run a Mercedes come hell or high water. As we near the end of lap 11, is someone gonna pit? So it looks like Road Rash has stayed out. Yes, we're both stayed out. On board with McCosy as we start lap 12. So Polite Jump, the only one of the top 4 to have pitted. Looks like 6 Red has had a break. He's down in 6th, and Elfie must have had a pit as well. He's moved himself out of the top 8. Mazzocchi going a touch deep in there. Looks like we're starting to pull a little bit of a gap now. It is the GTR Nationals. It is the premier car for this circuit. As he takes a few bites at that U-turn, very difficult. GTR on the power, and look at it start to pull away. He's had enough. He's going to stop in for some new boots, so that's mediums. What's he going to do? No idea. So on board with Road Rash in P1. In exile GTR in 2. 4 or 5 seconds behind. Polite Jump now in 3. Looks like we've got Mazzocchi just behind him in 4. Wetterall in 5. Armour in 6. 6-7 Red in 7, but I think he's stopped the 2 blokes in front of him. I don't think they have. Mad As in 8. Oil in My Blood in 9. Elfie rounding out the top 10. He's had a stop as well, by the looks of it. So back on board with the In Exile GTR. Sounds weird talking about yourself in third person. Maybe we might stop doing that. Sounds a bit weirdo-like. So 13, we've pulled the pin. We're going to stop in for some new boots. 51 units of fuel. Have a look at that livery. Boxing kangaroo and all. Must be Nations Cup. We've gone the matte green and gloss gold as Polite Jump gets his P2 back. We managed to stay a mile ahead of Mazzocchi. Wetterall must have stayed out as well. He's still in 5. Black Armour in 6 and 6-7. Red still hanging there in 7. On board with Polite. We're going to start closing in here. So Polite on the hards. Looks like he's going, was it 9 or 10 on mediums, and he's going to do 15 on the hards. That's a big ask. I wouldn't do it if I was him. Maybe that just felt like the right thing to do in that car. So lap 14 turns to lap 15. A few of those blokes look like they're going to pit. Wetterall's said his tyres have had enough. So Black Armour into 5, 6-7 Red up into 6. And we've really closed that gap on Polite now. Can have a look up the inside, but more just to let him know we're in the mirrors. Looks like Mazzocchi or Mazzocchi or whatever we call him at whatever time of day it is has started to drop away. Are we going to get this move done? No one knows. So we did live stream this race, and it has just sprung to mind that I think we start having headphone issues around here at some stage. So maybe lap 15 I think I get the low battery warning, maybe for the first time. Up the inside, the GTR has all the pace. Just make sure Polite doesn't get a chance to turn in there, and that is a nice clean overtake. Polite giving plenty of room there. And it's off to Hunt Road Rash. Can we do it? I think he's about 4.5 seconds up the road at this stage. But we do have the low battery warning, or maybe we get the low battery warning after we move into 2, because I do sort of remember that we were going to try and hunt Road Rash down. So lap 16 turns to 17. Look at that pace though. He's 52, 53, 53, 53, 53, 53, and he's back into the 52s on the new set of rubber. So it's going to take a tall order to catch that. So there we go. Can we see him in the front? No, he's still too far away. Polite jump trying to stay with us now. As we're in lap 17. Not sure if we naturally got to 17 or we did a nice cut to 17. So Polite 3, Mazzocchi 4, 6-7 Red up into 5 now. He's got himself a top 5 finish, but he has dropped off the back a touch. Elfie still in the top 8. He, being the controller player, he may have to do a 2-stop for tyres there. Not too sure. We'll have a look at 6-7 Red. Is he getting hunted down? So 6-7's moved to the hards as well. Maybe he was just struggling a touch to keep those mediums alive. The best strategy for this race was a mediums halfway stop. But a couple of blokes in this race look like they're trying the mediums to hards. Short stop to long stint. As we've built ourselves a nice buffer. We haven't moved into any of the gap of 6-7 Red though. The headphones screaming their last, I think. Any stage now. So they actually might already be out of battery. If we jump on board with me at any stage, we'll have a look at the lap times start to fall away. So 53.1 Road Rash, look at that. You can barely see us come down into turn 1 as he moves into turn 3. We're on lap 19 now. These laps are just ticking by. This was a nice quick race actually. I think total race time of around 21 minutes. So it was run and done before we knew what was happening. Yeah, so 53.0 on lap 18. I have a feeling that was already dead headphone time, because I was super stoked that we were managed to do a low 53. Are we going to run wide? No. I have a feeling one of these laps we run real wide there, and that was about the second or third lap with no headphones. So 19 becomes 20. Looks like Road Rash has got this bad boy in the bag. The battle for second is still up for grabs. I don't think Polite Jump and Mazzocchi know they're chasing down a bloke with no audio. But the fact that we've stopped pulling away might give them some idea. So 6, 7 red still in 5, Armour 34, Black Armour 34, 6, Wetterall 7, and John has moved back up to 8th after that terrible start. So we jump on board with 6, 7 red, must be a little bit of action about to happen. Those blokes are really starting to hassle him through here. It is the GTR Nationals, the GTR is the supreme car around here. And Black Armour is hanging it around the outside, and he's going to open the taps and see you later. The Mustang has no reply. That leaves Wetterall a double slipstream. He should get the slipstream of all slipstreams with those two cars. Pulls out behind the other GTR to give him a little tow. And unfortunately 6-7 Red has gone from P5 to P7 in about 500 metres. As we move back up with McCosy, yeah, there we go, we run wide, super wide there. So that was about the third lap on no headphones, I think. So we must have run out about lap 18. And McCosy has made the move there. Polite Jump a bit wide into that hairpin. McCosy stays to the left-hand side of the track. The move's already done. Moves back to the right-hand side. Tucks in. And I remember looking at looking in the rear vision mirror at that stage, and I thought I might get hunted down. But as we jump cut to the last lap, we're still in P2. McCosy's still 4. Polite Jump has gone from pole position to 4. Black Armour in 5, Wetterall in 6. 6-7 Red's going to hang on to 7th by the looks of it. And Johnny up in 8. Not long to go now. Look at that, Road Rash not even in the picture. He's at the U-turn. And he's going to take the checkered flag. A deserved win there. The GTR on home turf takes the checkers. Another GTR brings home P2 myself. Pretty stoked with that from 13th to 2. As we watch the top 10 cross the line. Red in 7, John in 8, and the battle for 10th is pretty close. 4 cars in the bunch there. Nice close finish to round out the race. And yeah, 13 to 2nd. McCosy 12 to 3, so not a bad race from him either. There's the results. Elfie, maybe that second stop hurt. He's dropped back down into 12th, and Team Devils must have had a bit of drama because he's back there in 15th. So yeah, you've been hanging around. Give it the old thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. But once again, thanks for watching, fellas. And I will see you all later.